Good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, and it's May 30th. And it is also, as you can see here, National Mint Julep Day. One of your favorites,
Well,
right?
I had a mint julep last night. Yes.
And we'll tell you all about its history and what it means today, right after Ken tells us who's on.
Yeah, and on our show today is Dr. Thomas Horosi, who is with the Memorial Care Medical Center. And actually, he is a pathologist and medical director of their blood donor center. And he used to come on our show a lot when he was with Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center. So it's great. He's been with them all these years. It's great to have him back again. Also, Leslie Gabola is due to stop by with Adapt to It. We'll see what she brings. Erica Ritchie will be here with the Globe headlines. And then that Mahjong table tennis tournament is going on. We'll give you a brief segment on that and tell you how you can go out and enjoy it.
Fantastic. All right, so our meetings today, we have the United Special Landscape meeting for 2020 budget is in the boardroom at 10 a.m. We have the third special landscape budget meeting, which will be in the boardroom at 1:30. And then we have the United Agenda Prep meeting, which will be in the Willow Room at 2 o'clock. Okay, so this refreshing Southern classic is a traditional drink since 1939 at the Kentucky Derby, which was held earlier in this month. So I know you find it kind of strange that we'll be talking about the Mint Julep Day today, May 30th, but that's just the way it goes. A classic mint julep is made with a mint leaf, bourbon, sugar, and water. And in the southern states where mint julep is more associated with the cuisine, spearmint is the mint of choice. Preparation of the drink may vary from one bartender to another. This year at the Kentucky Derby, Woodford Reserve offered a $1,000 mint julep that had some twists on the original recipe. For instance, a 145 aged barrel with honey was used instead of just a regular bourbon. Mint leaves that were grown at Churchill Downs racetrack were used, and ice cubes from spring water and a gold or silver cup. Whether or not that was worth $1,000 doesn't really matter because all the monies went to charity, and they only made 145 of them, and they sold out immediately. The term julep is generally defined as a sweet drink, particularly one used as a vehicle for medicine. Each year, almost 120,000 mint juleps are served at Churchill Downs over the 2-day period of the Kentucky Oaks and the Kentucky Derby. In 2008, Churchill Downs unveiled the world's largest mint julep glass, which stood 6 foot tall. So let's spring into summer and have a mint julep, according to Ken, because he had one last night already.
I did have
And thanks for bringing in all this fun stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later, but I was telling Lisa in my yard, hold on a minute, why do I have this? Wait a minute here. There we go. There we go. Although the mint might disappear. But I grow, it's actually called Kentucky Kernel Mint that I grow in my yard. And years ago, I didn't plant it in the right space. And of course, mint takes over. But right now, it's just beautiful and it's wonderful. And yes, I did have a mint julep last night. All right, tell you about the weather. You know, we're kind of in a stretch of, we're going to go from May gray to June gloom, meaning we've got this morning marine layer that's going to stick around for quite a while. And that will give way, as we know, to a beautiful afternoon. And so our temperatures are still, they're nice for sure, but they're still below normal a little bit. Today is closer to normal. We should be, 75, 77 degrees. So this stuff will burn off, this marine layer. It's the same all the way through Monday. So that's why I just repeated that. And the high pressure system is coming down from the north. And what happens as it gets on down here, has a little breeze associated with it and gets caught along our coast between us and Santa Catalina and those areas. And it kind of spins and brings up this moisture and brings up the fog. So that's why it's like that. And the beaches will be primarily foggy till probably around noon today. But everything pretty much is going to stay the same. A little bit cooler as we get to Saturday and Sunday, and might be a little bit heavier cloud later in the morning. Around Orange County today is just going to be beautiful after all this marine layer lifts, and really it's for us it's probably going to be, if you're watching us in the morning, about 10 o'clock or so, maybe a little bit later, but overall just beautiful weather everywhere you go today, and that's going to stay, except for a couple degrees here and there, consistent over the next several days. So absolutely wonderful. All right, we'll come back, at the end, and we'll talk a little bit more about mint juleps and how to make one.
Welcome to South County Adult Day Services. Conveniently located right here in Laguna Woods, we provide a safe, secure environment where you or your loved one can spend the day. Come socialize with friends, engage in enriching activities, receive the expert care you need, and participate in fun hobbies. Improve your mental and physical health and maintain your independence. We even take care of transportation. For a free tour, call us at 949-855-9444 or visit us at our center between El Toro and Moulton Parkway right next to the Olive Garden.
Are you considering cremation? Pacific Cremation Society offers simple and affordable cremation plans. Why do families choose us? Simple and affordable, discounted membership pricing, chartered memorials at sea, expert service and compassionate care, free advanced planning guide and consultation. Call now for your free planning guide.
Breast cancer takes patients down paths they never expected, and Memorial Care Comprehensive Breast Center at Saddleback can help navigate the way. We provide multidisciplinary breast care services for the early detection, diagnosis, and treatment of breast cancer using state-of-the-art technology in a personalized environment designed to meet the needs of each woman.
Welcome back. I have Dr. Hirose, who is here from, he's a pathologist and a medical director of the Blood Donor Center at Saddleback Medical Center. Well, welcome and thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning. So, okay, so blood donation is very important, but before we go into that, let's talk a little bit about you and how long you've been with the center.
I'm a specialist in transfusion medicine, and so this covers the blood bank in a hospital, and it also covers blood donation.
Okay.
So I came to the hospital in 1994 and have been just so excited about all the discoveries, new treatments, and all the services that we could develop at the hospital, one of which has been the Blood Donor Center.
Okay, great. And the Blood Donor Center has been around since how long?
In September, we'll be celebrating our 10-year anniversary.
Great, great.
Yes.
And then you mentioned that you had a little celebration earlier in the year for all the donors.
We did. We had an opportunity to get together with our blood donors to share some lunch and then to go over some new information.
Okay, all right, great. So let's talk about the Blood Donor Center and what's offered there.
So as a sidebar, blood donation is so important. I remember a date about 15 years ago where we suddenly realized that the United States could not collect enough blood for its own needs.
Oh, wow.
We had to go to South America, we had to go to Europe to import blood so that we could support both medical patients that have anemia and patients that required surgery.
Oh, wow.
So there has been a big push to try to incorporate more collections in models that will supplement the volunteer system, which has been very well represented by the Red Cross, by the San Diego Blood Bank, all the big vendors. And so we thought that 10 years ago it would be appropriate and an opportunity to contact the friends, family, and relatives of all the patients that are in the hospital.
Okay.
It's a unique population in that so much money in advertising has to be done in the random population, and yet we are only able to achieve less than 5% of the total population for donation. And by reaching out and having the connection with the friends, family, and relatives of the patients, we tap into a resource that is really hasn't been really used for this purpose.
Okay.
And what a wonderful gift in donating this type of service.
So are you finding that because you're doing it that way that you are able to expand and increase the amount of blood you're collecting?
Yeah, so we were all hopeful and we thought that our model would work 10 years ago. You open the doors, we created the program, and you hope that it's successful. Our goal was to be self-sufficient in all the various things that you can obtain from a unit of whole blood, which is plasma, platelets, red cells. And lo and behold, we were able, over the course of the last 10 years, to be near self-sufficient in the red cells and platelet collections.
Okay, all right. Why do you think people are afraid to give blood?
Oh, everybody's afraid to get a needle in the arm. But I'm here to tell you that as the years go by, the little sensations in the skin, they're widely spaced. So there are some times when you could put a pretty big needle in, you actually don't feel it. Okay. So I invite everyone to come in and try this. Many people really don't even feel the pinch that goes into the unit, into the arm. The blood flows into a gravity bag, and the whole process is very quick. The regular blood donation is usually less than an hour.
Okay.
When we do platelet donation, we need a machine that takes the whole blood out and separates the plasma with the platelets in it, and then the rest of the blood and everything is returned to the donor, and that process usually takes about 2 hours.
Okay.
So it's a little bit hesitation because of not knowing if there's a lot of pain involved. There's not. And then also whether there will be residual symptoms after blood donation.
Right.
We observe blood donors in the center for a period of time to make sure that there is no bad reactions to the donation process itself.
Is there any particular parameters that someone needs to meet in order to give blood?
Yes, so another sidebar, the collection of blood and blood products is the safest it's ever been. And so the units of blood that we have are so safe today, our thresholds with which to give your blood to someone else is different than it was 30 years ago. We don't worry about viruses, hepatitis and so on as much because the testing that we do is so complete. And so the process is simple. And the question again was back to
what are the parameters that need to be met?
So in evaluating the donor, we do a complete medical history.
Okay.
And we to make sure that it's safe for the donor to donate blood. It's safe for once the blood is collected, that it's safe for someone else to use.
Right.
And then we do a very quick but very thorough evaluation of the donor themselves to make sure that they're in good health.
Okay.
Yes.
Any weight requirements or height or anything like that?
That's a very good question. So there is no restriction, but there's a number around which we ask the question, should the person donate? That would be a weight of 110 for a smaller person, but they're certainly able to donate.
Okay.
And then also, there is no age for how old you can be to donate.
Okay.
Back in the early 70s, there was fear that if you're past the age of 65, that you may have not enough stamina, not enough health with which to donate blood, and all that was shown to be incorrect, especially when we started to do autologous blood for yourself donation.
Okay.
So no age restrictions. We just make sure that the patient is otherwise in good health and has no other medical restrictions.
Okay, and you did mention that there's many of our residents who do donate blood.
They do. It's the core of our volunteerism to collect blood on the behalf of the friends, family, and relatives of our patients.
Okay, all right, perfect. Well, what are some suggestions that you would like to make to our residents about, you know, going in and donating blood through the center?
Please call. We'll have contact information, and you'll be able to talk to someone in person and discover that it's an exciting program. You'll be able to join an elite group, in my opinion, of people that have the interest of the community, the interest of their family, certainly relatives and friends, but also it's a unique resource. You cannot buy blood. It's only volunteer.
Right.
And so every donation enables our patients in the hospitals to have needed surgeries, to survive anemias, and every disease touches upon the use of blood and blood products.
Okay, and are you looking for all types of blood, or is there one specific type that you're looking for?
We are. So it was discovered many years ago that when you draw out whole blood, it has plasma, it has platelets, and it has red cells. And depending on the blood type, whether it's group A, B, AB, or O. O is the universal red cell donor. We separate out these components individually. And so for the universal donor for red cells, it's a group O. But if you're not an O, you're the primary targeted donor for platelets. Okay. So we utilize everything when the donors come in.
Okay, well, it sounds like a full service.
It is.
Okay, excellent. Well, anything else you'd like to tell us?
I'm just so thankful to have this opportunity to speak about a program that I think is one of the top 10 discoveries of the 20th century, where you're actually saving lives with this service.
And an easy process too, right?
It is.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you so much. It was very nice to have you on.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And remember, if you want more information, you can call the number on our screen, or you can go to memorial.org or memorialcare.org/giveblood. We'll be right back.
As a professional licensed realtor, you have worked countless hours to ensure your reputation is the best. Your clients know they can trust your judgment, that you'll be around when they need you, and that you will deliver what you promise. In escrow, one company has set that same standard for excellence. Escrow Options Group offers more than just outstanding escrow services. White glove concierge services, wire and fraud protection, custom estimates, and more at no extra charge. Choose the company that mirrors your professionalism. Escrow Options Group. Experience a better option of escrow services.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Car here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
You want me to help put you in the State Attorney General's office?
I do.
There's something that I need in return.
Name it.
Taylor Mason. I want them in a cell.
Take them out.
This I do.
Get with it, people. Have fun storming the castle.
New episodes, only on Showtime.
Through my window, I see the first sunlight. And I feel the warm ocean breeze. I see the waves that lulled me all night. That's what my window brings me.
Look at this.
That view is $1 million.
It's amazing we can look at these kinds of places within our budget.
You don't have a bad view from here anywhere you look.
It's all about the view. Sunday night is beach night. Sunday night at 8, only on HGTV.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Welcome back. I have Erica Ritchie here, who always has fun updates for us with the Globe. Well, thanks for coming in today.
Yes, thank you. As always, nice to see you. Good morning, villagers. Happy Thursday. So I guess the thing that's kind of exciting that's coming up this weekend is the second annual Jewish Food Fair. And that will be held at Clubhouse 1 from 5 to 8 p.m. on Sunday. And there's going to be all kinds of really awesome food, traditional foods, some new foods from Israel. And they're expecting a turnout of double what they had last year, which was 1,000. So last year they had 1,000 people in 3 hours. So now they're thinking you're going to have even more.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some folk music, some traditional Jewish folk music, and there's also going to be Israeli dancers. So that'll be fun. And as far as like parking and getting to the place, there's going to be parking around Clubhouse 1. So that'll be, you know, an opportunity if you want to drive, or if you don't want to drive, you can go. You can take one of the village shuttles. They'll be running throughout the day and drop people right off at the spot.
Right. And I know you sent over some pictures that show the beautiful food that they're going to be serving as well, right?
I think we did.
Okay,
yes,
good. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll.
Yes.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yes. Yeah. No, I know some of those lox and bagels. That looks good
It
now.
looks really good.
I wouldn't mind having some of that right now. But anyhow, yeah. So there'll be some of the traditional foods. And prices range from $3 to $10. So depending on what the item is, you can, you know, the price is adjusted for that. So that is definitely a fun thing for everybody to turn out to and enjoy. Then on Monday, and I can personally talk about this because I did it myself, was the Laguna Hills Memorial Day Marathon, half marathon, I should say. And 6,000 runners participated. If you were up in the morning on Monday, you could have been part of the cheering team in the village. I ran through, and there were actually a lot of residents who were out clapping for us. A guy I remember had a drum going, which was very, as a runner, you kind of like it because that cadence of the drum is super helpful. It kind of inspires you. So the race went through, started in Laguna Hills, went through Laguna Woods Village, through Laguna Woods, into Aliso Viejo, into Laguna Niguel, down to the Aliso and Woods Canyon Park, and then came back up and ended at the community center. The annual event benefits the Marine Corps' 3rd Marine 5th Battalion, which is known as the Dark Horse. And I'm actually working on a larger story on that unit right now. They were the unit to have lost the most Marines in Afghanistan in the 10-year war. They lost 25 Marines and 200 were injured and wounded. And that's the highest loss, the highest combat casualty loss since Vietnam for the Marine Corps. So that group definitely, you know, appreciates the support that the community has continued to show them. And the race benefits Team Dark Horse, which is the community nonprofit group that is was created when the city of Laguna Hills adopted the Dark Horse Battalion in 2008. So that was a really nice event. Last year the race raised $10,000. I need to check and find out what they raised this year. But basically they end up getting $3 from each of the runners. So if you had 6,000 runners, you can do the math on how much that would be. Which I won't try, not right now. The Third Mutual Board on last week passed a $24,000 unbudgeted expense, and basically that is to fund a pesticide that does not have the glyphosate in it. And I guess what they did is they tested 6 different types, and they decided that this one product called Phenole is apparently the one that works the best, and so they're going to try it, and the vote on that was 10-0. So that should be good news for residents, you know, when you're walking across the grass. I have to say, I noticed as I was running through the village, it was very lush and green everywhere. It looked really pretty and nice, and hopefully this type of pesticide will be more friendly for folks who are walking through grasses and so forth without having to worry about things.
Okay.
So that is that. Then last week I mentioned with Ken that the Pacific Marine Mammal Center, one of my favorite groups I like to talk about and also oftentimes write about, they had what's very surprising actually for this time of year, have now rescued 41 animals since the beginning of May, which is very unusual. Generally the sea lions pups come in and are stranded around March and April, and by May they're pretty much no longer coming in because you know they're either able to sustain themselves or else they are not that impacted. So just alone this month, 41 animals. Elephant seals are coming in, harbor seals are coming in, and the research team at PMMC isn't sure what's causing it. One of the things that they've found, which is highly unusual, is that the harbor seals and the sea lions have had red pelagic crabs in their stomachs, which is something they don't typically eat. And so the theory is that possibly the food sources that they normally eat aren't out there. Why, we don't know. I mean, the water has been cooler, so there isn't really that El Nino kind of warm water factor, really, even though we are in kind of a mild El Nino. But yeah, so it's kind of puzzling to them, and it's gotten so bad that they've actually had to reach out to an organization in San Diego that's going to provide more volunteers at the center because they can't even keep up with the number of patients that they have in-house. They are also holding a fish drive. And so if residents want to participate and help out with that, you can do that by donating. $1 buys a pound of fish.
Okay.
And so there's some information on their website, pmmc.org, where you can look and see, how much a sea lion eats a day and how much an elephant seal eats and so forth. I know basically in order to sustain an elephant seal, which is the largest of the marine mammals that they take in, they end up spending over nearly $300 a month. That right there, we have a photo there of a rescue of a baby elephant seal that actually one of my editors saw when he was at Crystal Cove and called me and said, what do we do? And so anyhow, we ended up contacting PMMC and they went in and rescued it. And that animal, now named Tater Tot, he's in critical but stable condition. So yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed
as long
for
as he
Tater
has
Tot.
enough fish.
Yes, exactly. And he's being tube fed right now, which is basically the way that they can make it the most intense nourishment for the animal, when they're unable to eat on their own.
Okay, all right.
So that's
Thanks
that.
for that update.
Yeah, and then I know Jennifer put a story in about my award, so I'm going to DC.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm going there this weekend. I'll be receiving my award on Monday from the Gerald R. Ford Foundation for covering national defense. I'm very honored to receive that award, and everybody can read about it.
Hey, we want you to bring the award in next Thursday.
Okay.
We want to see what it looks like.
Okay, I'll
It's
say
almost close to like an academy or something like that.
Well,
all right,
we'll be held in the Capitol Hill Club in
very nice.
So that'll be kind of a fun event.
All right, very nice. And you have just a couple things on letters.
Yes, I have just a couple things on letters, and so this week's we have somebody wrote in about the National Super Senior Tennis Tournament that's held here in Laguna Woods. And then there was a letter in response to Jeff Lazarson's column on United Co-ops. And then the featured letter this week is a letter from Pat Wilkinson, who writes, she's basically making a plea for the Laguna Woods
cat. We've had her on before with the cat club.
Yeah,
they must have cats.
That's right. And so, so she says that the cat club needs residents' help. She said the Laguna Cat Club needs, last year rescued and rehomed 40 cats from the Laguna Woods Village when owners were no longer to take care of them. And right now they definitely need some more people to take, they've got some more animals that have come in and they need to have people to volunteer and step up and take care of them.
Okay.
So, so if you would like to know more information about the Cat Club, please contact Beverly Elwell, president of the Laguna Woods Cat Club, and that information is in the Globe today.
Oh, it is? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
All right. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. And remember, you can always get your copy of the Globe on the first floor of the Community Services Building on Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. We'll be right back.
Hey Laguna Woods, it's Ken.
And Lisa.
Did you miss an episode of This Day? Not to worry. Head over to youtube.com and search Village Television.
Here you can find each episode of This Day and other community programs such as Good Day OC, Discovering Laguna Woods, and much more.
Just click the red subscribe button, then click the bell to be emailed every time we upload a video.
Don't miss out.
And subscribe today. Oh, really? Welcome back. Well, I have a couple guests here today from the Table Tennis Club, and really what we're talking about is the annual Michael John Tournament that will be happening really coming up in just a few days, and we're going to talk about that. I'd like to welcome Tom Warfield here today and Lynn Hauer, both of the Table Tennis Club, and tournaments coming up in, like I said, just a few days, May 30th, and it starts then, and they get people from all around the country to come and play here, right?
Yep, the North American table tennis tournament, because we do allow people from Canada and Mexico, but there won't be very many from Canada. But we do get them from New York and Florida.
Wow.
And quite a few different places, Kansas.
So what's the history of this? Of course, people may recognize the name because this was a gentleman who lived here many years ago, and he not only left money to Saddleback Hospital. There's a wing named after him. Yep. But also here for the Table Tennis Club.
Yeah, he left money to the Table Tennis Club. He gave us $10,000 a year to cover expenses, and then he made a bequest of $100,000 when he died, so we can keep the tournament going in perpetuity, as they say. So, yeah, it's named after Bill Michael John. I think our first tournament was in 1989.
Wow.
And we've had a lot of tournaments going on, and it fairly quickly became a national tournament.
Okay. Now, Tom, are these tournaments, are they kind of like on a national circuit, meaning people who are really good at this, they might play in another state one month and then come out here and travel around? Is that how that works?
Well, one of the unique things about the Michael John tournament is it's not based on age or rating, but we have categories for both rating and age. So if you're 65 or 75 or 90, you can enter the tournament. And then of course in senior tennis or senior table tennis, if you're 40 and over, that qualifies you as a senior event as opposed to golf, which starts at 50 and over. But then there's new life for those guys at 40, and they come in for the big purse to try and win the first 1 through, I think, 4 slots that get money for the younger divisions.
Now, do you play within an age range, or do you play according to your level and your ability? And
you could do either or both.
Okay.
According to ratings or according to your age.
Okay.
We have events that are strictly by age, from 40 up through over 90. We have events that disallow players beyond a certain strength. We have events for men and for women. We have singles and doubles. And we even have one event played with the old-fashioned hard bat, the kind that you would have used years ago playing down the basement, and that went out of favor in 1952 for tournament play. So we have 30 different events.
A plywood type? Is that what you're talking about?
A wood bat with pebbled rubber laid right over the bat. Modern bats have a layer of sponge rubber underneath, so the ball can sink in and you can put an enormous amount of spin on it, as these people are doing.
I didn't know that they're not called paddles.
Oh, you can call them paddles or bats or rackets.
Okay. I'm curious about what do these paddles, the really good ones, what do they cost? Are they pretty expensive? I mean, it seems like it's a fairly inexpensive sport compared to others.
It is a pretty inexpensive sport, and you can get a good bat made in China for $30, $35.
Oh, okay.
Or you can get the fancy ones made by the Butterfly Company in Japan that might cost you as much as $400.
Okay.
There is rubber that sells for over $70 a sheet, and bats that could cost over $200, but most players would not be using bats like that.
All right. And as far as the tournament goes, you know, this goes for several days, well, you know, 3 days, 3-4 days. Do you progress up as you win? Is it like a round robin tournament? How does that work?
No, they're individual events, 30 different events,
Okay.
and each one would finish up the day it started. We tend to have the older events and the weaker players on Thursday, but the best players will play twice. On Friday, what we call the senior elite will feature about 25 of the best players, and then again on Sunday, the over age 40 singles will feature maybe 35 of the best players.
All right. Now, Tom, what about here, the players from here? You got some pretty good ones.
We got some great ones. We probably have 4 or 5 different players that have been master pros in their day. Obviously, we can't compete against the 30 and 40-year-olds, but we think we're a little smarter and we have a little more wisdom. So we do our best with what we have left.
Yeah.
We all have issues, but we're just privileged to be able to actually get out and play and have fun. So we have a lot of fun.
Well, it seems to be a sport where you can keep playing for many, many, many years, because you're in, even though, you know, some of these people, you know, the way they hit them, it's just incredible. But, you know, your reflexes might not be quite as keen as what they once were, but it's still in a relatively small space.
Yes.
You're jogging back and forth, but you're not running so much. You know, it's not like on a basketball court where you're constantly going back and forth, running a pretty good distance. You certainly are moving a lot, but something that people can keep playing. We even see people playing that have mobility issues as well.
A lot of compromising issues.
Yeah.
Since my heart attack, and other people have arthritis, which most of us all have, we at Laguna Woods feel we're right at home because we all have issues and we can still keep doing it.
Yes. Now, as far as people want to come and see this, you welcome, it's open, it's free, am I right?
Yep.
And you've got
we have
seating
bleachers,
along the side. Yeah, you've got
bleachers set up
bleachers.
so that the people can watch. As I said, Friday afternoon and Sunday afternoon will feature the strongest players. The draw doubles is interesting on a Saturday morning. Well, actually, it starts at 8 in the morning on Saturday, but there's so many people playing in the draw doubles that it will go well into the afternoon. The strongest players play to win some money, and the weakest players play in order to get lucky and be paired with the strongest players and win some money. So a lot of people enter that event, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah. Well, again, this is happening on May 30th to June 2nd. And over in Clubhouse 5, you move a lot of the tables over there, am I right?
Yep.
Set everything up, and it's a great venue. It's a lot of fun. If you've never watched really great players play, I encourage you to go over and watch them, because it's quite impressive. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Gentlemen, as people who want to get involved with the table tennis here, just come on up and talk to somebody. Maybe they've never played before. I know you have folks there that can help them get started and, and teach them.
Yes, we have a beginners group on Wednesdays. There's more laughter going on in the table tennis room than any place I know in the world. We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, you do. A lot of people go in there and they socialize and get up and play a couple games and sit back down and talk. And that's really what it is. It's really going out and having a good time, and you get some good exercise in the meantime, right?
That's for sure.
You may meet that special someone that you might make a difference in their life. So.
Yes, there you go. All right, so you enjoy this tournament coming up in just a few days, and if you would like to find out more about it, head on up here to the table tennis room. And if you've ever wanted to play, I encourage you. There's a lot of good people over there. They really are.
A lot of good people,
and
indeed.
They'll help you out and get you started. And I know you've got equipment over there that they can just pick up and use.
Yes, we do.
They don't have to go out and run out and until they get to a certain level. Then they can figure out what suits them best.
Yep.
They don't need their own equipment. They can have all the balls. We don't pick up balls. We have our own ball picker-uppers.
All right.
So for all of us that have arthritis, that's not an issue. You can just go around and pick them up without bending over. So.
All right. Very good. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank
you, Ken.
And we'll be right back.
hopes and dreams lived a luxury lifestyle consultant with spectacular taste. One day he thought, I'll show lottery winners how to live like a millionaire.
I'm like gonna cry. Like, this is beautiful.
Pinch me. He scoured the land looking for the home of their dreams, which he slayed. So the families could live in plenty and live fabulously ever after.
All new My Lottery Dream Home, Friday night at 9 on HGTV.
Get out and live your life with the Buzz Around XL travel scooter from Golden. The Buzz Around is fun to drive with a tight indoor turning radius so you can go just about anywhere. It's also so easy to charge and offers all-day range so you can go further. The Buzz Around even has more leg and foot room for all-day driving comfort. Be safe with the XL's ultra-bright LED headlight. Plus, the Buzz Around XL can be easily taken apart into several lightweight pieces. See for yourself just how easy and affordable mobility freedom can be.
Welcome back. Leslie Gabola is with us right now from Adapt to It, the owner of Adapt to It, and she has brought a product that she told me she just flipped over, right?
Yes.
So welcome. Always good to see you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah. So tell us about this product.
Okay.
And it is called Flip.
It is called Flip, and that's kind of why we were laughing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so once in a while, as you know, we try to find unique and different items that adapt to it. So, but once in a while, there is a product that I just go nuts over. And so this is it. And it's called the Flip. And I brought my cell phone in here today so you can see how big it is. It is smaller than my phone. I have a huge phone, but smaller than my phone. Plugs in the wall and you recharge it.
Okay.
So it has a little USB thing that it comes with in a little bag. And so for somebody that travels, and what it is, I'll tell you what it is. I haven't done that yet. This is a nebulizer.
Okay.
So it's the thing that people use that have maybe COPD or asthma. It's most commonly used with asthma. That you put a little medicine in there. I'll show you how it works. You put a little medicine in, and then the mist comes out and it helps open up your lungs.
Okay.
And so that's why it's used. Now, the advantage with this is, number one, the size, because there's a couple different kinds of nebulizers. The first one is a box, it's this big, and that is like piston driven. So everybody knows what a piston is. And it goes, it's really loud, and it takes about 15 minutes for it to go through. The particles that it gives are really big, and so you don't get that good of well of a treatment. So then the next thing that they came out with is
Let me hold this up.
an ultrasonic.
I'm going to hold it up so he can see it on camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next thing they came out was ultrasonic.
Okay.
And it was considerably smaller. I have one that has a little battery pack that's about this big. And then the unit itself is probably about a time and a half bigger than that. So it's connected with a wire. Okay. And that one runs on batteries, and that's ultrasonic. And so the particles are smaller, it takes a shorter time, and it's pretty silent.
Okay.
So then the new philosophy, or the new technology rather, came out with this. This is the latest, greatest, best thing. I cannot believe they even made it. It's so cool. So they were thinking when they made this one. So it's a vibration instead of the ultrasonic. So it's a really, really high, fast vibration that helps to break down the medicine and aerosolize it.
Okay.
The particles are super, super tiny, so they get into your lungs really easily. The time of a treatment is about 7 minutes, and it is 100% completely silent. So when you're traveling, you can have it charged up on the plane, take it out, use it, put it in your purse, and nobody would even know that you're carrying it. Get a little bag for it. It actually comes with a little bag. And then, so after the treatment, you can just take this off, which is magnetic, take it off, rinse it out, dry it, and put it back in, and then you're good to go. And how you use this is it has a little back part on here. Open it up, and there's a little flip thing. I brought my saline. It's not medicine, but it's just saline.
Okay.
And you just drop it in, drop your medicine in this little hole, close it up, and then flip this, which is the name of it, turn it on, and it works.
Wow.
Just like that. So it's so amazing, and you can't hear it.
Yeah.
It's silent. So it takes about 7 minutes for a treatment, and this is what it looks like. This is a treatment.
This would have done really well in the late 60s.
Yes, exactly. And I doubt that saline would have gone in there.
No, but let me ask you something. Does this is a brand unto its own,
Mm-hmm.
and so you would buy the medicine. Does the medicine already come in those little bottles like that?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not just made for that. That can
Right.
be, so
Right.
you have other devices.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is sold on its own then, not as a package with the medicine.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then you do need a prescription. That's one thing. You do need a prescription for this, I believe. I can double check that. But you absolutely need a prescription for the
course.
medicine.
Yeah.
So, and we don't have the medicine because we're not a pharmacy, but we do have these.
Okay.
So, yeah, and they're $1.99.
Okay.
But totally worth it because you can just plug it in the wall, charge it up. I
Yeah.
charged this 3 days ago, and it's still fine.
Yeah.
It still works great. So it doesn't take very long for the treatment to go, so it doesn't use very much battery.
Okay. So this product here, it just is something fairly new. It just came out.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's really something. And I could, eventually see this kind of technology, bless you, used for other things as well.
Yes.
That people may need inhalers for, or whatever it might be. But that's incredible. And I'm sure a company like that is looking for not just a one-use type thing,
Yes.
but eventually using for other applications, different
Exactly.
kinds of medicines and things like that.
Exactly.
That is really cool. So the first part would people would have to get a prescription. They would go to their pharmacy and then bring something to you as
Right,
well.
right.
That's not just sold on a rack on the shelf then.
No, it's
Okay.
behind our counter.
Okay.
And you just would have to ask for it. We have
Yeah.
several.
All right, very good. So something cool. You always bring something
Thank you.
neat.
Thank you. I'm so
and,
excited about it.
and she'll have them over there if you want to find out more about it. And it's something like this is new. I would think when they could get literature for you or something,
Yes.
because then they go to their doctor. A lot of times the doctors are like, I don't know what this
Right,
is.
right.
They don't know about it. You have to get them on board as well
Exactly.
and know how to write a prescription for it.
Exactly. And we
Yeah.
have Lori who goes out to the doctors that will help us
Okay.
bring this out to them and talk about it.
All right, very good. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Great
very
to
much.
be here.
Adapt to it's right down the street, El Toro and Paseo right there. And Big Flag is right over their building. And they're all good people that can help you out for a lot of different needs that you may have, from household medical devices to maybe just helpful things that you may not even realize that are out there, because a
Right.
lot of times things you brought on, you're like, wow, I did just like something like that.
Yep, we're all full of surprises.
You are, that's for sure. All right, we will be back in just a moment.
Thank you.
Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Save now at LA Carpet & More's 50% off sale.
Buy direct and save 50% on carpet and 50% off tile.
Plus, get 5 years 0% financing.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Save now at LA Carpet & More's 50% off sale.
Buy direct and save 50% on carpet and 50% off tile.
Plus, get 5 years 0% financing.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
I started Sterling Financial under the premise that there was a need for integrity in this industry as well as quality service. There's such volatility in the stock market. One day it could be up 100 points, the next day it could be down 500 points. Well, what we like to do is be able to have people go to bed and wake up the next morning knowing that their money is safe and secure. That's what we try to do here at Sterling Financial Advisors, is to create peace of mind and quality of life in retirement.
Mind and Memory Program at Mission Hospital is an outpatient program specifically designed for patients with a memory disorder who have developed a mental health issue, such as depression, anxiety, or paranoia. Patients are welcome every day, Monday through Friday, up to 4 days a week. On-site meals and snacks are included, and transportation to and from the program is available. The program focuses on improvement in overall mood, function, and concentration, as well as a decrease in depression or anxiety. Call today to find out if you or your loved one qualifies for the Mind and Memory Program.
Well, we got our movie coming up on Friday, and if you've heard of the Transformers franchise, which started as toys and then became movies, very popular movies, this is sort of a spin-off on it. It's called Bumblebee, and it takes place in 1987. The Transformer Volkswagen Beetle Bumblebee finds refuge in a junkyard in a small California beach town. And Charlie, the girl here, played by Haley Stanfeld, is on the cusp of turning 18 and trying to find her place in the world, discovers Bumblebee, a battle-scarred and broken car in a junkyard, and takes it home, buys it, doesn't know, of course, what it really is, and then it kind of comes to life. And it's really about how the bad Transformers are coming to get this one. Right. And it's really well done. It's, in a way, it reminds me of, I can't think of the movies back in the 1980s, where they had a little robot figure, and they gave great expression to that. Of course, back then it was really a robot kind of thing they made. Here, this is all CGI, but they do a very good job of humanizing this. So it looks like a very good movie.
Looks fun, definitely fun. All right, so then on Monday, we have Aquaman, and that's action, adventure, and fantasy all rolled into one. And once home to the most advanced civilization on Earth, the city of Atlantis is now an underwater kingdom ruled by the power-hungry King Orm, with a vast army at his disposal. Orm plans to conquer the remaining oceanic people and then the surface world. Standing in his way is Aquaman, a half-human, half-Atlantean brother and true heir to the throne. With help from royal counselor Volko, Aquaman must retrieve the legendary trident of Atlantis and embrace his destiny as protector of the deep. This has, of course, Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, and William Dafoe. So that looks good. It looks really good. Just looking at the trailer here, it looks like it'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. So that'll be on Monday at 2 and 6 p.m.
Yeah, and you can bet there'll be a lot more of him because he's part of the DC world, and I think he was in the latest Justice League movie. I'm almost positive he was in that. All right, let's talk about mint juleps for a minute. So as I said, the way I make them is I do grow the mint because I have so much of it. I make a minted simple syrup. If you don't know what simple syrup is, I've never made that. It's usually equal parts sugar and water, a little bit less sugar if you want a little less sweet, and then you simmer it and the sugar melts, you have a syrup. Right. Well, the difference is I will put mint in there while I'm doing it, a lot of mint. And then I'll strain it out, and now I have the minted simple syrup. And quite often that's what they use back at like a Kentucky Derby, because the real traditional way would be you put mint into the cup, you put sugar, you kind of bruise the mint a little bit. You know how you bruise the mint, you make fun of it. And then you add a little bit of water, and then the ice, crushed ice, traditionally.
Made from spring water.
Yes, made from spring water, and then the bourbon. Well, having the simple syrup, I still put mint in there, but it makes the process
It's making
go.
me kind of thirsty. Although we don't.
I had one last night.
He had one last night. So this is Ken's personal maker's mark bottle. Tell us what you did.
Yeah, well, I was back last year. We went to, among other places, we went to Kentucky. So we went to the Maker's Mark Distillery, which is, even if you don't really drink, my wife really doesn't, although she did partake in the tasting. Obviously, my daughter doesn't. It is just an absolutely beautiful distillery.
Is it?
It's a wonderful tour. And then at the end, you go into their shop and you can purchase a bottle, whatever size you want, and then you go up and you dip it like they do. All of Maker's Mark bottles are dipped in the signature red wax, and you can do that there. So that's, and I was saying I dipped it a little too much in, so that's why, you know, it drips so much. But I kind of like the look of it.
It's a little generous.
I doubt I'll open that, but
no, I wouldn't.
It's more of a
that's
souvenir.
a treasure. It's a treasure. So
yeah.
We brought that in. So anyway, hopefully
that's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll be able to enjoy a mint julep today if you have all those ingredients.
Yeah, and these came from, by the way, these traditional glasses came from Oak Alley, which is the plantation, foreign plantation outside of New Orleans, and this is a Maker's Mark.
Yep. So there you have it, Mint Julep Day.
Mint
and it's going to
julep.
be beautiful today later?
It will. A good day. I'll have another mint julep when I go home.
We're going to his house.
There you go. Well, now we'll wait for Mojito Day coming up.
That'll be coming
that
up,
is,
I'm sure.
Which you use mint in as well. All right, great weather coming up. Yes, we're going to have that marine layer. May gray is going to drift into June gloom because June is, believe it or not, Saturday. So, you know, it'll be like that for a while, but then it gets to a beautiful afternoon and evening. Nice, mild, even temperatures, not quite as warm as traditionally would be, but still absolutely beautiful going forward and around Orange County today. The same thing I did mention earlier, as they did yesterday, there were some thunderstorms up in the upper mountains, meaning the Angeles Crest National Forest and those areas, and they are expecting that for the next few days. Possibility you could see the big thunderheads out there yesterday afternoon. So just keep that in mind if you're going somewhere, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Looks good. All right, so tomorrow we have the United Mutual coming on. We have Dan Oweiler with Sterling Financial. We have the El Toro Water District, and the UCI Symphony is going to be here to discuss what they have coming up. So cheers to a good Thursday.
Yes.
All right. Have a good day in the village.